This is my YouTube channel and my craft table. If you've never been here before, I'm Nona and I'm so glad you stopped by. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're going to do a new Christmas craft, a Santa Claus face to hang on your door. But first I'm going to go back to the snowman face that we did. I will link the video down below. You know, sometimes we crafters just cannot leave well enough alone. So I was laying in bed and thinking about how I could jazz this up a little bit. So I love to watch other craft gurus do crafting. They're so creative and they're so artistic, unlike me. And even though a lot of them are farmhouse, that's their style, and it's not my style, but still they're so creative and they have so many wonderful techniques that I just love watching them. And a couple of them showed how they had used Epsom salts as snow. They were doing snow globes and they were doing gingerbread scenes, and they were using Epsom salts with spray glue. Well, I went to Dollar Tree and I did get some of this snow spray. And I'll tell you, it works great if you want to use it like on the edges of pine cones or greenery. It works really well. But when I put it on flat surfaces like leaves, it really just looked like I had sprayed it with white paint. So I went and I already had some spray glue, which I had gotten at Dollar Tree, and I got some Epsom salts, all right, at Dollar Tree. And I put some in a little glass dish, and I used the spray glue and I sprayed it on the picks that I had put down here, and then I just sprinkled the Epsom salts on it, and it really does kind of look like snow. And then I put some on the snowman's cap, which is a knit cap, and I didn't know whether that would work or not, but sure enough, it stuck to the knit cap. Now, I'll tell you, when you lift it up and you shake it, some of the Epsom salts falls off. It just makes a mess. You just kind of push it over to the side, and it's easy to clean up. It's a lot easier to clean up than glitter, I'll tell you that. Well, then I had bought these vase, they call them vase filler, all right? And I got them in red and gold. They come in all different colors. I think they were green and red, but I got them in red and gold because I'm going to use them for the Santa Claus face that I'm going to do today. And then I thought, oh, I could add some of the red and gold vase filler balls to the bottom of the snowman. So I did that. And so now I think he's a little bit more jazzed up. And that's the snowman. All right. So now I'm going to do a Santa Claus face. So I went and I got a beach hat, just like I did for the snowman, the snowman face. And it was yellow on the inside because I always try and buy a color when I know I'm going to have to paint it. And this was just a bright yellow, just a light yellow beach hat. And I sprayed it white with my linen white Rust-Oleum chalk paint. Now, if you don't have this, I would suggest going and getting the 97-cent white spray paint at Walmart, because these beach hats are not easy to paint with brush because of the weave, okay? So it's worth getting the spray paint. So I spray painted it white. It only took one coat. And then I bought a snowman, no, I keep saying snowman hat, a Santa hat at Dollar Tree, and I glued that onto the beach hat. Now, I glued it on a little wonky, okay? You can see it's a little wonky. So, but that's okay, I can work with it. And then I glued the tassel down on the side because I wanted his hat tassel to be visible. Otherwise it was flopping to the back. All right. Then for the beard, I had to think about this one. I bought 3 of these microfiber mop heads. They are microfiber duster mop pads. And you find them over by where the brooms are and the dust pans and dust mops are, okay? And they work really well to dust if you've got hardwood floors or vinyl floors. So I bought 3 of these. Excuse me, allergies are killing me. And I decided I could use these as the beard. So I glued 2 of them on. I'm gonna lift up his beard here. So I glued one there and one there. But then, see, it looks wonky, all right? So then I took the 3rd one and I cut it in half longwise. And I put one down here and one down here. Okay, so that filled in the beard rather nicely, okay? But then, okay, now you can really see that my hat is on wonky with the beard, but that's okay. Then the top here looked weird. So I happened to have one of these that I bought to mop with, but I hadn't used it yet. So I took the bottom of it and I cut it out in a curve because the top up here where the mops met, that didn't look right. So I cut it off in a curve and I glued it down so it had a nicer finish, okay? So actually it took 4 of these microfiber mop pads to do the Santa Claus head. All right. Then I took one of my vase fillers in red. They come in 3 different sizes. There's a large one, there's the medium one, and then there's a baby one, okay? So I took one of the large ones and I glued it in the middle for his nose. Okay. Then I took, excuse me, remember the tree skirt that I bought? And I had cut off some of it and I used it for the rim of the Santa Claus hat. Well, I had still a whole bunch left, so I cut off some more of that. I gotta take a drink, sorry. I cut off some of that like this, and I'm gonna use this for his mustache underneath his nose, okay? It's between the nose and the beard. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna glue it on so that it covers that space between his beard and his nose, because we all know Santa Claus has a mustache. Push my glue down. I'm just putting a line of glue there. Gonna flip it over. No, I want it to go this way, I think. Yes. Okay. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The glue hit my finger, thumb. Okay. So I'm going to glue it like that. I cut a little dip to go under his nose. A little dip to go under his nose there in the mustache. And I can trim this up when I get done if it's too long. Okay, I want it to kind of curl up a little bit. Curl up a little. Curl up a little. Little dip under his nose. And then I'm going to take one of the medium red balls And I'm not going to let myself get burned this time. No, that's a big one. I need a medium red ball, and put that in for his little cherry mouth, right underneath his nose, between his beard. And see, I can manipulate this beard, the mustache, down to where I want it to be. So that he has a mustache and a beard. And I can even cut off more of that trim to fill that in if I have to. Okay, so now all I have to do is put on his eyes. Excuse me. All right, so I've got the googly eyes. Remember, I had used the googly eyes. This is a new pack. Googly eyes from Dollar Tree. You get 120 pieces. I'll never use 120 pieces, but I bought some because I didn't think I had any, but I did. But because his hat is kind of wonky, I'm going to put one eye up higher than the other eye, so it looks like his hat is kind of down over one eye. Let's see how that works. I don't know. I'm not like those other craft gurus who they do everything perfectly the first time. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna put one eye like underneath his cap, like there. And then I'm gonna put the other eye down a little lower because his cap is kind of falling down over his eye, like that. Okay? See? I might have gotten that eye a little too far. We could slide it. What do you think? I think that's okay. There we go. And that is my Santa Claus face to hang on the door. Isn't he cute? I think he's rather cute. And he can go with my snowman. Let's see, should I put a little snow on his cap here? Let's do that so you all can see how I do it. I take my spray glue, and I'm going to spray some spray glue here, like that. I'm going to take my Epsom salts, whoops. Just sprinkle it on, like that. Sprinkle it on kind of thick, because half of it's going to fall off. And there I have snow on my snowman's cap. Hat. Snowman. Santa Claus. Santa Claus hat. Cute, huh? All right. That's my craft for today. My Santa Claus hat for the door. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. YouTube does look at how many views I get, how many subscribers I have, and I appreciate the thumbs up and the positive comments. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I sure hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free, and I hope you will give me a thumbs up because it makes me feel good that you enjoyed the video. And comment down below if you did enjoy it. I'd love to hear anything you have to say if it's positive. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Please remember to be kind to everyone, because there's a lot of crazies out there. Bye.